Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 5 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 5 and then click on view all lessons. So there you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter fractions and mixed numbers. The lessons we're going to cover today are round mixed numbers, equivalent fractions, reduced fraction to lowest terms, least common denominator. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Okay, here I'm on grade 5 math. The chapter we are on right now is fractions and mixed numbers. Let's just start with the lesson that is round mixed numbers. Okay, what is 68 whole 1 over 2 rounded to the nearest whole number, right? So you whenever you have to round the mixed fractions, you have to look for the fractional part. Right here you have 68 whole 1 over 2. So you have to look 1 over 2. You 1 over 2 means exactly the half, right? So that is exactly half. That means you have to round up. If the fractional part is half or more than half, you have to round up, right? And if the fractional part is less than half, you have to round on the same decimal. So here you have exactly half. 1 by 2 is half, right? So that means you need to round up, add 1 to the whole number. So 68 plus 1 is 69, right? So 68 whole 1 by 2 is rounded off to 69. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Okay, what is 57 whole 4 over 5 rounded to the nearest whole number? Okay, just look at the fractional part. That is 4 over 5. 4 over 5 is greater than 1 over 2, right? That means you need to round up. You have 57, add 1, so you end up on 58. So the correct option is 58. Got it? 57 whole 4 by 5 equals 58. The correct option is 58. Okay, what is 46 whole 1 by 4 rounded off to the nearest whole number? So, which is the correct option? The fractional part is 1 over 4, and 1 over 4 is less than half, right? That means you need to round up on the same decimal, same whole number. So, the correct option is so the correct option is 46, right? You need to round on the same decimal. What is 8 whole 2 by 3 rounded to the nearest whole number? So, which is the correct option? So, 2 over 3, the fraction part is 2 by 3, right? And 2 by 3 is greater than half. So, you need to round up, then 8 whole 2 by 3 is rounded up to. You have to round up on 9, right? Because 2 by 3 is more than half. So, the correct option is 9. Right? What is 727 5 by 10 rounded to the whole number? So, which is the correct option? That is, the whole number is 5 by 10. That equals exactly half. So, whenever you have the fractional part that is more than equal to half or more than half, right? That means you need to round up. So, 727 plus 1 is 728. So, the correct option is. The correct option is 728. What is 802 whole 5 by 10 rounded to the nearest whole number? So, which is the correct option? 5 over 10 is equal to exactly half, right? That means you need to round up. So, that would be ended up on 803 is the correct option. The correct option is 803. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is equivalent fractions. Let's just start with the next lesson. Okay, type the missing numbers to complete the equivalent fractions, right? So start with 1 over 2. Basically, basically what are the equivalent fractions? Equivalent fraction means you have to multiply and you have to multiply both numerator and denominator by the same number, right? Hold on. You have to multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number. That makes the equivalent fractions, right? Just look at the first one. The first one is 1 over 2. Multiply both numerator and denominator by 2. So 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4. That is 2 by 4. Then then multiply them by 3. That would be 3 over 6. Then multiply by 4. This way you can find the missing numbers. Then you have to find multiply it by the 5. So 5 times 1 is 5 and 5 times 2 is 10. So the missing numbers are 4 and 10. Let's just start with the practice questions. Which fraction is equivalent to 1 over 4? So you have to find the equivalent fraction of 1 by 4, right? Just look at the first one, that is 2 over 7. So when you multiply 1 by 4 times 2, that would be 2 times 1 is 2 and 2 times 4 is 8. So this isn't the equivalent fraction. Just look at the second one, 3 over 12. Multiply this fraction by 3. So 3 times 1 is 3 and 3 times 4 is 12. So option number 2 is the correct option. That would be 3 over 12 is the correct option, right? The correct option is 3 over 12. The correct option is 3 over 12. Okay, the next one is which fraction is equivalent to 4 over 6? So which is the correct option? The correct option is 2 over 3 is the correct option. Either you multiply the fraction with a number or with the same number, or either you divide 4 over 6, divide it by the 2, right? Divide by the same number. Divide both numerator and denominator by the same. So 4 divided by 2 is 2 and 6 divided by 2 is 3. So the correct option is 2 over 3 is the correct option, right? The correct option is 2 by 3. Type the missing number that makes these fractions equal. You have to find the missing number, right? So 3 times what number is 6? 3 times 2 is 6, right? That means you have to multiply the denominator with the same number. So 4 times 2 is 8. The missing number is 8. Got it? So the missing number is 8. Okay, which fraction is equivalent to 9 over 12? Which is the correct option? 9 over 12. Here is a mistake. That must be 3 by 4, right? Because you divide them by 3. So 3 times 3 is 9, and sorry, and 3 times 4 is 12. So the correct option is 3 over 4. The correct option is 3 by 4. Which fraction is equivalent to 2 over 12? Which is the correct option? The correct option is 1 over 6 is the correct option. Type the missing number that makes the equation fractions equal. So 2 times 6 is 12, and 1 times 6 is 6. So that means the missing number is 6. The correct option is 6. That is 6 over 12. Type the missing number that makes the fractions equal. The correct option is 12 is the missing number, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is reduced fractions to lowest terms. So how do we reduce fraction to the lowest term? So when we have to reduce the fraction to the lowest term, you have to find the largest number that can divide both numerator and denominator, right? For example, the fraction we are given is 7 over 8. Do we have a common number that can divide 7 by 8? Oh, sorry. Okay, write 2 by 4 in the lowest term. So you have to find the largest number that can divide both numerator and denominator. So the largest number that can divide both numerator and denominator is 2. So divide them by the 2. 2 times 1 is 2 and 2 times 4 is 8. So the 2 by 4 in the lowest term is 1 over 2. The correct option is 1 by 2, right? The correct option is 1 over 2. Okay, 5 by 8 in lowest term. So which is the correct option? The only greatest common number that can divide 5 by 8 is 1, right? So the lowest 5 by 8 in lowest term is 5 by 8, right? The correct option is 5 by 8. Okay, write 6 by 9 in lowest terms. So which is the correct option? 6 over 9. Divide them by the greatest common number, that is 3. That is 6 divided by 3 is 2 and 9 divided by 3 is 3. So the correct option is 2 over 3. Got it? Okay, the correct option is 2 over 3. Okay, the next one is write 3 by 6 in the lowest term. So which is the correct option? Divide them by the greatest common number, that is 3. So that is 1 over 2. The correct option is 1 over 2. Okay, write 3 by 9 in the lowest term. So which is the correct option? The correct option is 1 over 3. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is least common denominator. Okay, here is the lesson least common denominator. What is the least common denominator of 4 over 9 and 1 over 2, right? The denominators are 9 and 2. You have to write down the multiples of both the numbers. So the multiples of 9 are 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. And here is the multiples of 2. So the least common multiple of both the numbers is 18. Let's just start with the test questions. Okay, what is the least common denominator of 3 by 4 and 5 by 8? So the denominators are 4 and 8. Let's write down the multiples of 4 and 8. Multiples of 4. They are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. The multiples of 8 are 8, 16, 24, 32. So the least common, the smallest common number is 8. So that the least common denominator is 8. Got it? The correct option is 8. What is the least common denominator of 7 over 8 and 1 over 3? You have to write down the multiples of 8 and 3, right? So 8 times 1 is 8, 2 is 16, 3 is 24, 8 times 4 is 32, 8 times 5 is 40. 3 times 1 is 3, 2 is 6, 3 is 9, 4 is 12, 5 15, 6 is 18, 7 is 21, and 8 is 24. So here is the least common denominator, that is 24. So the correct option is 24. The correct option is 24, right? What is the least common denominator of 1 by 6 and 2 by 5? Yes, the correct option is 30. What is the least common denominator of 7 over 8 and 7 over 9? The correct option is, yes, 72 it is. Option number 2 is the correct option. You just have to write down the multiples of both the numbers, and then you have to see which one is the common multiple. Like you have to write down the denominators are 10 and 3. So write down the multiples of 10 and the multiples of 3. First I'm going to write down the multiples of 10. They are 10 times 1 is 10, 2 is 20, 3 is 30, and 10 times 4 is 40. Now you have to write down the multiples of 3. So they are 3 times 1 is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and 30. So the only common multiple here is 30. So that's why the least common denominator of 9 by 10 and 2 by 3 is 30. Got it? The correct option is 30. So the correct option is 30. What is the least common denominator of 1 by 3 and 5 by 5? So, which is the correct option? The correct option is 15. Very good. The correct option is 15. What is the least common denominator of 4 by 5 and 7 by 10? Which is the correct option? The correct option is yes, 10 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So, we were working on grade 5 math. The chapter we were working on is fractions and mixed numbers. The lessons we have covered today are round mixed numbers, equivalent fractions, reduced fractions to lowest terms, and least common denominator. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. That is your homework until next session, right? So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday 5 to 9, or either you can join me in the interactive session that would be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10. So please ask question if you have any. No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.